Hello, I am back with part 2 of the phonics lesson that I was going over in part 1, where it's the letter S, and that's the very first phonics lesson that Qkids offers. And it goes over the words spider, snake, and sun. And this, we have, in the first video, part 1, we got through to slide 6. I'm going to move a little faster on this video because I have to get through all of these slides, and so I'm not going to spend a lot of time, but I just want to hit the important things. So we went over this the last time, but what I did not realize is that you don't hear the audio on this YouTube video, but there is audio, and when I click here, when I click the SSS snake, the kids and I actually hear the snake saying snake. So they hear it, I repeat it, then they repeat it, and then I can click repeat, and then Kobe runs away. And you can do it again to make sure they understand the word. It's okay to repeat these, especially if you see it. That really all depends on the kids. If they're getting it just like that, you don't really need to repeat it. But if some are struggling, I would repeat it. Then the second one is spider. And again, there is audio here. The spider says spider. And they repeat, or you repeat, then they repeat. And then Kobe runs away from the spider. And then the third word is, oops, sorry, that wrong. Sun. Yes, so I'll go sun. They need to see me pronounce the word sun, sun. And then I'll listen for them and I'll watch them if I can see their mouths to see if they are pronouncing it right. And that's the same for snake and spider, but I don't want to spend too much time on this video, so just make sure they see you pronounce the word several times. And this lesson does repeat these words a lot, so if you don't worry if you still feel like they need help past this slide. The next several slides we're going to have these same words on it to reinforce the sound that S makes and these words. Okay. So the next one, 8, we are at. Most all phonics lessons have this same slide where the letter introduces itself again. I'm S. Then you click this middle word, and there is no audio with this one. There's no audio here. You just see a snake come out and you see the word snake. Then when you click action, you wait for the S to join the word, and there will be audio for this part. So I don't think you can hear that, but it says snake. That's what the students will hear. Snake. Snake. So you emphasize that sound. Snake. Okay, and you do the same thing for spider. You click this, there's no audio on the middle word here, and then action is when something happens and they hear the audio. They hear the spider, and then you can repeat and they repeat, or let them repeat, then you repeat, however you want to do it, as long as they understand. And then the last word is sun. I'm doing it really fast here so you can just see what it looks like. Okay, so the next slide, again, we're just reviewing these same words. So there's a lot of reinforcement, which really you need at this age and this level. If you've ever taught any kids, no matter what language, they need a lot of repetitive lessons so that it'll stick, and then they'll take what they learned on this lesson and use it for the next one. The next lesson reviews spider, snake, and sun, and then it adds some more material, and then the next lesson. So I like the way Qkids does that, so that even though you may have learned something in lesson 1, they still want you to recall it a little bit later on. So this one, there's no audio at all. So you're going to click the S, and the S is going to just move like that, and that just kind of cues them to go S. If they don't know what to do with that, just go S and listen. S. And then you click the whole word spider. Spider. And I'm usually closer to the camera, by the way, so they can see me saying the words spider, because I'm not usually back here like, hey, they can't see me very well. You want them to be able to see your mouth and see how you are saying these words. And I said that before, I think. Anyway, the same thing goes for snake, and you click the S, it does that same little movement. Snake, same thing. And sun. Sometimes as soon as they see the picture, they'll just say sun, and that's fine. You know, just, okay, yes, that's right, sun. So that just depends on what they know, and you really don't know that till every class is different. Every student's different. Okay, the next one is 10. This is match cards. This is very much like the memory game. I usually start out with a spotlight, and I will highlight each one of these well, they're not all animals, but each picture that they would see on the back of the card. This is, I'll say, what is it? Spider. I don't say, what are these? They don't know enough English yet, and I don't want to, for the sake of just being simple and knowing, I'm just saying, what is it? What is it's probably even better than what is it? What is this? What is it? It is a spider, or just say spider. They don't really know sentences at this point. Sorry. Okay, I'm trying to finish this video in the right amount of time, and anyway, just ignore what just happened there. This is just like a matching game, or what they call memory. So you go over what each one of these mean. I sometimes spotlight it. So I'll say spider, and then we'll say, what is this? Snake, sun, big S. Kind of go over those first. Then you click new round. It will mix the cards up, and then they're going to be clicking their own little memory game. This is mine. They don't even see this one. They see their own. So they're going to click each one and see if they can make a match. If they don't make a match, just like in memory, it turns back around and they keep trying. And if they get a match, I will see at the bottom, it'll show me a 1 for one match. If they've made 2 matches, we'll see a 2, 3, and then if I see a 4, then I know they finished and they made all of their matches. If someone's struggling, I'll hit the hint button, and that'll help them. It'll guide them to turn over some matches so that they're not too far behind. And I will usually play at least 2 rounds of this game, just so they're more confident and familiar with it. The next one is the what's missing, and that's what we play in any level except for the high levels, where you identify whatever the letter or the picture is. You talk about them, then the teacher hits hide. Any of those you can hide. We say mix, 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 mix. What's missing? See if they can guess which one's missing. And if they can't, then you can click the box and say, oh, it's a snake, and just do it that way. All right, the next level, spider, they're going to guess what it is. You see it's spider up here. They don't see that, but they should be able to guess what this is by this point. But if they don't, just keep clicking and go, Spider. Like, oh yeah, it's a spider. By the time you get to the end, you say it like, oh, it's a spider. Like, I just figured it out. And then they say spider. Do the same thing with snake. So you just keep clicking. They might say it right away, snake, and I'll go, snake? Is it a snake? Yes, it's a snake. It's a snake. Snake, snake, snake. You can say it as many times as you want. Or go, snake. However you want to do it. And then the same with the sun picture. This one, they're learning the word I'm, I''M. You click Kobe. There is audio here. He says, I'm Kobe Koala. They repeat it. I'm Momo Monkey. They repeat it. So they're learning that word I'm. And this says snake and snake A. That means what the snake says, and then the answer, which means what you want to hear from the students. You want them to say, I'm snake. Sometimes they do not get that at all. They just want to repeat whatever's said, and that's fine. You can just click the answer. I'm snake. And then they repeat. So you say, I'm snake. They repeat. The rest of them, they're trying to follow the word I'm. Whoops, I'm sorry. They'll say I'm. They'll hear I'm. This is audio. I'm. And I'll kind of listen to see if they know. And if they just kind of stare at me or go, then I'll go, spider. I'm spider. And then they repeat. The same with the big S and small s. So on this slide, the next slide, Kobe introduces himself.
Hello, I'm Kobe Koala. Who are you?
There is audio. They will hear Kobe speaking. Hello, I'm Kobe Koala, and then there's a little pause. Who are you? It's kind of crazy the way it pauses here because they start repeating, and then the who are you is, you hear the who are you while they're talking, and it kind of bothers me. But hello, I'm Kobe Koala. Who are you? They repeat that. Then I let them practice introducing themselves. So I will put 2 students at a time on the stage. And I will say, oh wait, okay, wait, I did that, okay. So so Haley, I would say, Haley, say, hello, I'm Haley. Hello, I'm Haley. Who are you? Who are you? Good. And then Python, that's a funny name. Hi, Python. Python, I'll say, Python, say, hello, I'm Python. Who are you? So you just listen to make sure they know how to introduce themselves and make sure each student has a turn on the stage for that one. Okay, the exit ticket, this is very much the same for all the phonics lessons, at least the level 1 phonics lessons. It says new round and next. Just hit next. At the bottom, this tells you what to say right here. So this is small s. So I'll say small s. Click small s. They see this in front of them. They need to choose the correct answer. You will see at the bottom who has clicked the right answer. It'll have a check mark if they got it correct and a red X if they got it wrong, I believe. Yeah, it does. So after I see that everyone's answered, then I click the correct answer and it'll show up in the magic book. And I'll say small s. If I see that someone got it wrong, I might call on them and say, Python, do you see? This is small s, not big S. And, and we'll kind of go into that a little bit. Then you hit next, and this tells you to say big S. Okay, click, click, big S. Click, click, big S. And then I'll click it. Okay, and then next, sun. Same thing. So I have to end this video now. That's the last slide. Then you have the leaderboard just like you do any other lesson. You can give them stickers and